So Janelle and David Eason really should be ashamed of themselves, quite frankly. And I've been watching back Teen Mom 2, where Janelle, Barbara, and her many, many men are featured on. And you can see from the first episode to the last when they were featured and got fucking kicked off due to David and his bullshit. You can see at every turn how Janelle refuses to make the right decision. How Janelle literally is one of those people that always has to have some drama or conflict going on in their life because they thrive off of it. Otherwise, they don't got shit else going on in their lives. And nothing is her fault. Absolutely nothing is her fault. It's everybody else's fault besides Janelle. Yet somehow she always seems to be in some drama, yet it's never because of her. It's because of everybody else around her. I don't get how she's not understanding. Okay, maybe it's me. Maybe I'm the drama. But and maybe it's me and my poor decisions and the fact that I want to put a man over my children at every freaking turn. And anytime she has a chance to redeem herself and show up as a good parent, a good mom, and put her kids first, she decides to turn her head and go in the complete opposite direction of what it is that she should do. And she's still doing it. The story came out maybe a few weeks ago about how Jace ran away from her house, escaped through the window, the third time since she regained custody back of him. He was under the custody of her mother, which is his grandmother, Barbara, who is featured on Teen Mom 2. And they created a very close relationship. He wanted to be with Barbara, and I think that it really hurt Barbara to have to give him up because he was going through some things. He has some issues, and she's over 70 at this point, just retired, wanted to enjoy her life. So she gave her daughter back custody of her son, and then he starts running away and going where? Back to Barbara, because he cannot stand to live in the household with his mother and her husband, David Eason, who is watching this shit back, watching Teen Mom 2 back. I am just so irritated with this because it's at the top of my mind because I've been watching it recently. And at every turn, David is just a fucking asshole. And I just watched a clip in which Janelle is about to get married. They're going through the wedding, planning the wedding, everything like that. And David says to her, he's sitting in the backseat. Jace says to her, who is her son, I don't want you to marry David. Says it. But when he sees Janelle's reaction, says, I'm just joking. No, honey, that's how you felt. That's how you felt. You didn't feel safe with David, have not felt safe with David. It's apparent he's told Barbara things because Barbara did not want for Jace to be over there at all with that man. She's even said, I know what you do. David is, oh God, he's so, he's just one of those men that just can never fucking get it right. Can never get it right. Just an asshole. Just a horrible asshole. So now it's been a few weeks. It came out that Jace ran away because there was an altercation and that there was ring cam footage of this altercation that CPS and the police had. So everybody was like, well, why hasn't David been arrested? Why haven't charges been dropped? What the hell is going on? This boy is saying that, he went to the hospital. David attacked him. He's got marks on his arm, neck, and everything the fuck else. What's going on? All right. So today TMZ releases an article. All right. And before we get to that article though, if you don't follow Janelle on TikTok or Instagram or any of just don't, because it's going to piss you the fuck off, because this woman does not know what accountability is. If it smacked her across the face, she is incapable of taking accountability for anything. And she's instead trying to act unbothered and it's the fans and, the people, the public who have the issue because we're commenting on the fact that she is a poor excuse of a fucking mother. And we've watched it on TV, and MTV has literally just exploited these children and women, quite honestly, exploited them and showed us how fucking awful it is and did nothing about it. And I really hope that MTV is paying for Jace's therapy, okay? Because they sat back and watched a lot of shit go down and did nothing. Did fucking nothing. So she's been on TikTok doing random TikToks with her other children who are still remaining in her care, Inslee and Kaiser, you know, trying to act like she's the best example of a mother. Oh, David hasn't had a drink in 7 days. He's just decided to stop drinking. Well, that if you have to say he hasn't had a drink in 7 days, that means he drinks every motherfucking day. Why are you sharing that? Why are you sharing that? When you have all this stuff out here that your son snuck out of the window for what, the 3rd time to get away from your home. That's concerning as fuck. He's 14. That's concerning as hell. And just watching Teen Mom 2 back, I'm just like, how did she get away with this bullshit for so long and nobody fucking did anything? Nobody didn't. She was so concerned about building a house, the land, about David, about Nathan, about her friends and partying. Her kids were the very last thing she fucking thought about, it seems like, you know? So before we get to the article, which it seems like something is finally being done, I just want you to hear what Janelle has posted in the midst of all of this happening. This was on her IG just moments ago. She posted this on her story.
Yesterday was a great day, and today's Monday. And so far, I was doing great. Got the kids ready, got them to school, and then I turned to social media to make some content, look at some...
Yeah, you turned to social media to make some fucking content because, what? You didn't think anybody would be talking about the fact that your husband assaulted your son and you're doing absolutely nothing about it?
Yesterday was a great day, and today's Monday. And
weird.
So far, I was doing great. Got the kids ready, got them to school, and then I turned to social media to make some content, look at some comments, and get feedback.
What comments did you think you would have, Janelle?
Yesterday, and y'all just hate me.
Because you're horrible.
I'm just getting so much harassment. And
because you're trying to act unbothered when your son escaped from your home. Because you are. I'm a horrible mother. Because that's literally what your son is telling everybody that you are by escaping from your home and refusing to go back. So then you hear that. She then after that posts David's new song because David's a rapper now. He's a rapper. So she posted his song and then she posted 56 minutes ago. You would think police wouldn't make a one-sided police investigation, bitch. So now it's the police's fault. It's everybody's fault but Janelle. So a one-sided investigation. They didn't conduct interviews, didn't ask any information from the parents because y'all lie. Why would they ask y'all shit when y'all fucking lie at every turn? They're not going to ask you a goddamn thing. She says, this seems like a very biased situation like every time before. So if every other time before is a biased situation, every other time. So it's always biased against Janelle. It's always... It's you, honey. It's you and the things that you're doing or not doing. It's your lack of concern for your children and putting them first and deciding to put a horrible excuse for a man in front of your kids. Like, there are people who cannot have kids, and this is what you're doing. And Jace, like, watching back, he is the sweetest child. Watching back the Teen Mom, he is so sweet. Yes, he has some behavioral issues and everything like that, but he grew up with cameras in his face and Janelle as a mom. And all these men running through and all types of fucking drama and havoc consistently happening in the home. Always. I trusted that detective with all my heart. Forgot you can't trust cops. Silly me. So the cops did an investigation. You're saying you trusted him, so you thought he was going to do something, right? For you, on your behalf, right? So he did the investigation, found out that you were in the wrong, okay? And now you're fucking pissed off. Because you trusted him with your whole heart and you can't trust cops. You should have known. Shut the fuck up. She said, I do not trust anyone around me. Going MIA for a while. Yeah, you namely shouldn't trust your fucking husband. And go MIA from him because he has literally brought all this chaos into your life. When David came into your life, you lost your fucking job. Your job that all you had to do was sit up on fucking MTV. And literally all you had to do was sit up on MTV and show raising your fucking children. You had the easiest motherfucking check, and you got that taken away because you refused to leave a man who is racist, homophobic, everything under the fucking sun, and a dog killer, and abusive to you. We've heard the 911 calls when you thought he broke your fucking collarbone or whatever, and you're crying all over the place. But you're gonna say nothing about the fact that your son is escaping from your home out of a window because he is terrified of the man that you have decided to marry and have a life with and won't get rid of. It's insane, Janelle. It's fucking madness. So you want to go MIA, that's good. Don't read your fucking comments because they're going to be hellfire for your ass, okay? Now that this article is out. So let's get to the article. Okay, I've taken a toke or two, so I've calmed myself down because it's just so fucking sick, Janelle. So exclusive TMZ. Now, mind you, TMZ was, when this whole broke, this like the third time that he fucking ran away, when that broke, it was TMZ who released it first. Janelle didn't even say shit on her IG, her TikTok. Hey, Jace is missing. We're concerned. He was wearing this. No. TMZ told us and was like, oh yeah, there's like an alert out for Jace. He's missing. Janelle said nothing. So weird as fuck, okay? Because she already knew how that shit was gonna look. But you don't realize saying nothing makes you look even worse. You already gonna look bad because he's like tried to escape you 3 times since you had custody. But you especially look bad because you said nothing. So TMZ has now released the exclusive. Janelle Evans' husband charged with child abuse in case involving 14-year-old son. So Janelle Evans' husband, David Eason, has been charged with child abuse in this case involving Jace. We don't know the circumstances surrounding David's charges, but we do know the investigation was opened up after Jace ran away from home. The charge is a misdemeanor. I don't understand how child abuse is a misdemeanor. It's perplexing. It's so perplexing, but you can go to jail for selling someone drugs. Someone who sought out the drugs and wanted it from you, you can go to jail for selling drugs to them. But it's a misdemeanor for child abuse? Okay, got it. So TMZ broke the story, like I said, not even his own mother, that he snuck out of a window back in September, running off into the woods and prompting police response. He was located, and at that point, cops started diving into this case. It's obviously neglect, as it was the 3rd time Jace had ran away in a month's time. Fucking unacceptable. Unacceptable. Your child has ran away from your home for 3 times in a month. There was only 4 fucking weeks in a month. So literally once a fucking week he was trying to get the fuck away from your ass? In jail, under the fucking jail. Like, you need a home visit. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. While it is unclear what exactly happened, we're told there's video of the assault, the ring cam footage. Jace and both cops and Child Protective Services had the video in their possession. Oh Lord. Our law enforcement sources tell us while Janelle hasn't been charged, there's a possibility she could eventually face charges as well. Jace is David's stepson. It was earlier this year when Janelle got custody of Jace from her mother, Barbara, who had cared for him from a young age, literally like from an infant, because Janelle was deemed an unfit parent. Clearly still is, some 14 years later. You might remember the incident from 2019 when Eason shot and killed the family dog. Shot and killed, like in their backyard. Like a unhinged fool. Oh my God. Like, I know you call your shit the land, but you can't fucking do that. It's like, what the fuck? Oh. What do y'all think this is? I know what you think this is. I know what you want this to be, but like, it's not that. Like, come on. TMZ says they've reached out to a rep for Janelle and David. So far, no word back. So David apparently has been charged with child abuse, and unfortunately, it is only a misdemeanor, which is fucking wild to me. So we'll see what goes further with this. Jace, Child Protective Services, and the police have this ring cam footage. A misdemeanor meaning, I guess, no jail time, maybe some probation, maybe some classes, essentially a slap on the wrist. What the fuck? Like, how is that? Our justice system is just... Anyway, I digress. It's, I definitely, and I feel like it's even more of like a wow girl because I'm literally watching this back now. I'm watching Teen Mom 2 back now, and I'm watching her dynamic and how she just does not give a fuck. She does not. She tries to act like she gives a fuck, but she does not give a fuck about anybody but herself and whoever her fling is and whoever her fucking man is at the moment. That is it. Like, literally, that is it. And she does a poor job of acting like she cares because she's constantly in these situations. And how does your child want to run away from you 3 times in a month and you don't take that on and like have any inward introspection? Talk to anybody else other than fucking David that's gonna give you an actual perspective of what the fuck is going on from the outside world, because I think she's kind of fucking brainwashed by David or something. They're sitting up there on the land, and they didn't probably grew some shit. Like, there's shit going on the land, allegedly, in my opinion, because 3 times in a month your child has tried to escape and not wanting to come home. I would be so ashamed and embarrassed, like, and she is everything but, and it is everybody else's fault but hers. So we'll see what happens. I don't know when she's gonna wake up, because even now she has a chance to like wake the fuck up and be like, oh, this is getting really real. My husband is being charged of child abuse. That's really a fucked up look. Like, let me think. Like, even now she has a chance and she's not gonna take it. She's not gonna take it. She's probably gonna stand by his side and double down and blame this all on Jace, as she has been. It's crazy. So let me know if you've been following this whole scenario with Janelle, David, poor Jace. I'm telling you, if you watch back those episodes, it's fucking wild. Janelle was literally, I'm not even gonna go there. So yeah, watch Teen Mom 2 back if you really want to get a full, well-rounded picture of what's going on. It is on Paramount Plus. MTV had a fucking gold mine of mess for a long time there, because, whoa, I mean, you can't help but watch. It's like a car crash. You can't help but fucking look. It's a mess.